Hi there. I have not been playing a lot of Genshin lately, as I'm sure it was very obvious from the looks of my channel. I would love to sit here and tell you that I've been busy, but I really haven't. I played a lot of Octopath Traveler 2, Dead by Daylight, I'm getting into Tears of the Kingdom again, and all that good stuff. You know, playing games I actually like. And I don't say all that to sound like a prude, I'm just bringing all that up to further elaborate that I have not been playing a lot of Genshin. I have not been paying attention to Genshin lately. I had literally zero expectations going into Mistral Wonderland because I didn't even know this was a thing that was happening. I just logged on to Genshin just now, about 2 hours ago, and noticed there was an entirely new mode with new cosmetics and new characters, and I was really excited for all of about 30 minutes. We're getting a little off topic. The whole reason why I bring all this up to begin with is so that you know that I had no expectations going in. I was not insanely biased or hype or disappointed or let down. I had no expectations. I've had no influence from anybody. Hell, if you're watching this video and it's within the first 10 minutes, chances are you're the first person to hear my thoughts on this new game mode. That all being said, let me just say, the game mode fucking sucks. It's terrible. And there are so many reasons why, but I guess we should start with the most obvious one, and I'm sure the thing that most people already know. The entire point of this game mode is you get a mannequin character, which you can customize. A lot of people are really hyped over the fact that they can customize this really cool character. Unfortunately, if you want any of the really cool cosmetics that come with the character, you're going to need to spend real money. Because as far as my understanding goes so far, you receive the mannequin, both a male and a female variant, as soon as you start the mode. These variants receive an outfit that you can pick as soon as you start. Once that outfit is picked, it's locked in, but it's a 3-star outfit. It's very basic. You look like an NPC. Unironically, your characters are NPCs. However, you can get some major drip if you pull on the Ode gacha, which is a new exclusive gacha to the Miliastra Wonderland, or whatever the fuck it's called. And in order to pull on this gacha, you need a special currency that at first you would think you obtain from the new mode. When you log into the new mode, it gives you a bunch of tutorials, gives you a bunch of objectives, you get a guidebook, and you can go through and complete all the missions, and you get this currency. And with this currency, you can only pull on the standard banner, which a lot of people hear that and they're like, oh, who cares? It's a standard banner, there's probably some good stuff on there. And there's a couple things on there that I think are pretty cool, but the problem is, you don't really get anything for doing that. And why is that? Because instead of getting 3-star weapons or whatever the fuck, you get crafting materials, and then every 5 pulls you get a 3-star cosmetic. Now here's the thing, 3-star cosmetics, from my understanding, from what I've seen so far, you automatically receive the outfit, okay? But then, if you keep pulling, you'll notice, oh, I hit 10. That's weird, where's my 4-star? You don't get your 4-star outfit until 70 pity. And then at 70 pity, you have to hope to God that you get the male and female outfits because they're distinct. They're not the same. A female outfit and a male outfit are completely different. So if you only want the male outfit and you get 70, and then you don't get it, tough shit, buddy. You just wasted 70 pulls. And that's the standard banner, alright? Here's the thing. There's no 5-star on the standard banner. If you want any of the 5 stars, you are exclusively locked onto the premium banner, which I don't really give a fuck. The problem is, the premium banner is paid exclusive content. You cannot pull on it, point blank, period, unless you spend money. Now, you need to remember that these aren't Genshin characters, these aren't entire animation sets, and abilities, and skills, and cues, and all that. No. These are just cosmetics. So in theory, of course, they would be cheaper than 5-star characters. Nope. The price from USD to currency is roughly $100 for 6.4 thousand of the premium currency for this region. Now, to those of you who don't know, that is the exact same as it is for Genshin Limited Time 5-star, except gotcha, No, it's not, because there's no premium top-up first-time bonus. It is point blank the exact same every single time. So you're only getting around, I think, 8K is how much you get if you spend $100. I don't know, because I didn't fucking spend $100. And then you hear that and you're like, oh, well, okay, well, maybe the pity is lower. Nope, the pity isn't lower. As a matter of fact, it is the exact same as a Star Rail character. If you want to get the pity for the character, you're looking at 80. Or, hold on, wait, my bad, it's 70. So it's 10 lower, which, in my opinion, doesn't fucking justify it, because unfortunately, like I said before, if you want the male and female version of the skin, you gotta double dip. You have to pull the 5-star twice on 2 different banners in order to double dip, and if you want to recolor it, oh god forbid you want to recolor it, you're gonna have to start pulling some dupes, my dude. I mean, it is what it is. You're just gonna have to spend $500 in order to get the male outfit only and the ability to recolor it. Isn't that fucking awesome? And then, I mean, in addition to that, that's lame, and the cosmetic is boring, but there's a band-aid fix, because you can just spend, I don't know, 13 bucks and then just buy the 4-star you want from the shop. Which, I mean, why the fuck wouldn't you do that? It makes no sense to pull on the gacha when you could just spend premium currency and then buy the 4-star you want, except you think about it for 5 seconds and realize that the reason why they do that is because you have to spend money to get that currency to buy that character, whereas otherwise, if you weren't spending money and you're only using the free-to-play currency, congratulations, it's going to take you fucking 10 years to get something that somebody else can get in 10 minutes with a measly $10, which is so unbelievably lame. So I mean, you know, that sucks. But hey guys, that's not all the mode is. The mode isn't just cosmetics, even though, I'm gonna be honest here, 90% of the people that are playing this mode are only doing it so they can customize the mannequin character that they can then use in Genshin, which we'll talk about that. But then, in addition to that, the gameplay is fucking terrible. I don't know who designed the UI, but if I had $1 for every single second, or hell, it's not even minute, that I was stuck clicking through 10,000 different icons trying to figure out what the fuck I'm trying to find without a red notification to point me in that direction, I'd be rich. I played the game for 2 hours, and I would say I was maybe doing active gameplay for about 15 minutes of that. And the rest of that was me clicking around everything trying to find the thing it wanted me to find. For example, there is a favorites menu in the game where you can tag your favorite maps that you play on. So you would think that if you open up your world where you can select what game you want to play, it would show up in the top, but no, it actually doesn't. In order to favorite the game, you must first play the game, then at the end there's a star option at the very bottom, very small, right next to the quit option, and it's fucking white, and so in the background is purple and white, so it's very easy to miss it. And then you click on that, and then close the world. Then you need to go back to the lobby because you can't replay the same game from that menu. No, that's not possible. You need to play the game, leave, go through the loading screen again, get back to the lobby, open up the menu again, go back to the map, and then start it again, which is ridiculous. Why is there not just a replay option like there is for the hide-and-seek game modes that come out once a year? I don't know why, but it's very, very tedious for the sake of being tedious. So then you favorite your map, if you can even find it, and then open up the log, and then in the very bottom left corner on an unlabeled button, you click on that, which then brings up another menu, which then has your favorite maps if you scroll down. What? Why? Literally why? Here's another one. There's a mission to take a picture of your character and to set it as your profile icon. I sat and clicked around trying to find this for 15 minutes. In order to find it, from base, you need to click escape, then it opens up a menu. From that menu, you need to go to the top and click on the 3 unlabeled dots, which bring up your edit menu, as if you were editing your overworld. You then need to click on edit Mistella profile, and then that brings up a profile, which you then need to have both the male and female unlocked. To unlock an option to click from 2 of the mannequins, you then click on that, and then from that, there's 2 options about both mannequins or single mannequins. You click on single, and then from there, it'll pull up 3 dots. You click on the camera, and then it'll say, take a picture, and then you say yes, and then there'll be an icon with 3 stars on it. You then click on that, which then lets you take the picture. Why? Like, why? Everything is like that. There are 10,000 menus and 100,000 things you need to click on in order to find anything. And God, when you finally do get into a game, let me just say, good luck. If you play any game mode that doesn't actively have 3,000 or more people on it, you're not playing that game mode, is what it is. You'll have better queue times trying to play as a killer and Dead by Daylight than logging into any of those game modes. I sat in queue for 7 minutes waiting to play some fucking build a bridge game just so I could get my mission done, because I was like, oh, this looks interesting. Well, that was my mistake. I should have played the slop at the top and not the thing I actually wanted to play, because I sat in queue for 7 minutes and 46 seconds, and only then did I get a game in which the fourth person that queued up never started. There's like, we logged into this like little green box, and then there was a button in the middle and all 4 players had to go up to and click ready. That motherfucker held us hostage and refused to press the button. So we just had to leave. So I wasted 10 minutes of my fucking time. And you go, oh, it's a one-off thing. But then it happened again. Because apparently, from what I've gathered, a lot of players on Reddit, because of course, are boycotting the mode, because a lot of people don't like it. I mean, fair enough. You know, they're boycotting the mode, so if there's any mode where it has to start with a ready button, they are raiding that and they're just staying AFK in it. And then, I don't know, fucking alt-tabbing and gooning to Eula's ass or something. I don't fucking know what they're doing. And that's lame. So it pretty much ruins the experience for me. So if you play anything that's not a ready and then go mode, good fucking luck. It's not happening. And all of this to say, you know, you don't like it, don't play it. That's cool. Here's the problem though. It's eating up fucking gigabytes on my computer. Why? This should have been another game. This should not have been something that they force into Genshin. Like, I used to have Genshin on my phone, you know? I don't anymore. But, I probably wouldn't even be able to fucking install this thing on my phone now, because it added 10 fucking gigabytes to my install. Why? Why? For a mode I'm never gonna touch? So they can do this, but God forbid, you know, God forbid we keep the summer events, guys. God forbid we keep the events with actually important lore in it. You know, hey, Wanderer's debut event, the miscellaneous Falling Stars event, tough shit, guys. We can't keep that, but we do have the pay-to-play, gacha-only game mode that you can play and never actually queue into a game. You can do that instead. We'll devote 15 fucking gigs to that, but God forbid we have 6 gigs of dialogue just sitting around. You know, things that most people actually want to do or experience. Nah, give them the shitty Mario Party game mode. Yeah, it sucks. I don't like it, and I fear that this is a very common opinion. I don't know. Like I said, I've only played it for a couple of hours, but let me tell you, that'll probably be the last time I play it for a very long time, and I hope to God that in the near future they fix the UI, fix the gacha system, make it so that these fucking game modes don't have a goddamn ready button, and I know that's probably some of the map creators' problem. Don't care. It still harms the overall experience, especially when it's damn near every game I've played so far. With that all being said, if you like it, cool, I guess. If you don't, cool, I guess. I just really pissed me off and I just wanted to complain to somebody. So if you listen, thanks. Like, comment, subscribe, YouTuber things, I don't know. I'll come back from the dead next time I have something I want to talk about. I'm gonna work on videos for the channel I actually upload to now, which I might tell you about in the future. Ooh, spooky. Alright, talk to you later. Peace.